guys, so my book I chose this week is The Midwife's Apprentice by Karen Cushman. It was copyrighted in 1995 and published by Clarion Books, and it won the Newbery Award in 1996. The first thing I'm going to go over is the illustrations because it's a chapter book, so there's no illustrations besides the cover. So first off, when you look at the cover, all you see is what you see first actually is a young, very scrawny, poor looking girl and a very serious looking orange cat. But if you look through this back window, you can see what appears to be a lady holding a baby and another lady standing next to her. We can assume that the lady next to her and the baby would be the midwife. On the back, it is bright and colorful, but it's still, kind of sketched looking. You can see a village in the background. There's little, houses with straw roofs, a guy and his cows. So from the illustrations, you can assume that this book takes place in, an older time. It actually takes place in England in the mid-century. It is about a girl who we find out at the very beginning is called Brat. She doesn't have a real name, doesn't have a family, doesn't have anything. But she's soon taken in by the village's midwife, who is referred to as Jane. Throughout this book, she is teased by some local boys. The villagers, don't really care too much for her, but she continues to exchange work for the midwife so she can have food and a place to sleep. She's never allowed in the houses where the midwife gives birth. She has to stay outside all the time until one day she actually ends up delivering a baby herself while the midwife is gone delivering someone else's baby. When that happens, she kind of gains some confidence in herself. So later, when somebody requests her for a different birth, she is super, super excited, but that soon turns the complete opposite of that. The baby's stuck and she doesn't know what to do, and so she feels like a failure. Because she feels like a failure, she actually runs away. She goes to the next village, ends up being an innkeeper, and lives there for about a year or so until the midwife finds out she's there, and the midwife comes and talks to another guest about her and says that, maybe it was for the best that she left. And while Brat, who actually changed her name to Alice, is thinking that the midwife means it's because she is a failure, the midwife actually says it's because I need somebody who's not going to give up. So she ends up delivering another baby at the inn, and once she does that, she realizes her place in the world. So she goes back to the midwife, Jane Sharp's house, and tells her that she's back and she's not going to take no for an answer. She knows how to fail and try again and fail and try again, that she's not ever going to give up. So Jane lets her back in. So she went from being a nobody who had nothing to having a place in this world. She built up her self-esteem and is now somebody. Thank you guys.